So I've met a lot of really incredible people in my life. Some people were just incredible initially, and the least majority of them were incredible all the way through up until now. I've never held a grudge against the people that uh, initially were incredible and eventually proved to be otherwise. If anything, I felt more confused and worried about the well being of them, which is kind of scary to admit because majority of people would probably say uh, that I'm weak and I don't respect myself enough. But I would have to disagree with them because it has nothing to do with me or the well being of myself. It has to do with getting to know a person to the core, listening to them for however long it is that you know them. And when somebody expresses who they are and they share really deep down sacred emotions, you know, first of all, they don't expect you to share that with anyone, and that's something that should be understood. It's something that you shouldn't do, but you really appreciate a human being when they can expose themselves. Like, I personally feel like every person should feel comfortable exposing themselves. We're human and we can all relate. We've been through trials and errors. We've been through strife and really confusing and trivial times, and that only makes us stronger and better human beings. But a lot of people, for some reason that I still contemplate, that I really don't fully understand, place judgments. And I honestly feel that it's because of their own insecurities that they have yet to find a way to find peace with it, you know, to accept the reality that it's not a reason to blame themselves or to hold against others. It's just what happens in life. You know, we unfortunately go through times, but fortunately too, because I really do feel like we are strong because of horrible situations that we're put in, because of tests that we're put through to judge our characters and how we treat others and how we treat ourselves, and so on and so forth. And everything has a reason, because without those situations we wouldn't be the people that we are. And if you think about it, if you think you're great now, imagine the situations that you're going to be put in later in life, and how much more of an amazing person you're going to become. I don't even know if you can fathom, if you personally feel how incredibly amazing you are right now. Which, if you do feel that way, I don't know, it could go one or two ways. You're just lying to yourself, or you can really consider yourself and your importance, and give yourself worth, because you have gone through some extremely difficult times. And it doesn't matter, like, you can't use comparative situations to judge other people, because everybody has gone through some shit, okay? Everybody has. And for anybody to look at another person and judge them based off of, well, yeah, maybe they've gone through this, but compared to me, it isn't acceptable, and it never is. Maybe during a time of a heated discussion or disagreement, or maybe with a loved one because of control. I don't know. Relationships can be really, really complicated and confusing, and there's a lot of gray areas there. But, you know, I think when you look outside of the box and you look outside of the situation and you reevaluate what occurred and what's going on with you and yourself and what's been going on during the time being, or through the years, or through everything, really, you get a better sense of the fact that we're all the same, and we're all just trying to be accepted. So I guess I just would really hope that everybody, every once in a while, could take a step back and look at the way that they've been treated comparative to the way that they treat others, and maybe see the reality that it's this weird cycle that we do. Some sort of justification, this hierarchy that makes us feel above all. For what reason? I mean, there really is none. We could talk about people who go to universities compared to people who go to community colleges, or maybe not colleges at all. Maybe people just have their GEDs, or maybe who just dropped out. You know, we always want to put a label and consider people beneath us based on these labels. But what is the point to all that? What does that prove? Or do we have seniority over them? Who says that? Do we get written in a book that like praises us because of it? No. There is absolutely no point for us to put other people, let alone ourselves, and we do it every day. I mean, I know that everybody looks in the mirror and they find something that they hate about themselves, and they probably, every one of you probably never tells anybody about one particular thing that you hate about yourself, and you never will. Because then if you do, you feel less than thou. You feel less than you already feel when you look at yourself every day. But if you go out there, you pretend like it's not there, it isn't there. But the reality is that it's always there because you allow it to be. Because every day you allow whatever criticism to get into your head and to control your self-worth. And everybody does it, and everybody allows it to happen, yet nobody connects with it. Nobody wants to admit it. But if we could all admit that the reasoning behind why this happens is because there's a bigger force that has contributed to the reason why we feel the way we feel about ourselves, maybe we would never feel that way. And maybe we'd feel comfortable around each other enough to express how ridiculous it is. And other people would make you feel more comfortable because there's absolutely no reason for insecurities. There's no reason for it. And it drives us every day. Every person I've ever met, even myself included, we all have insecurities. And majority of the time, there's insecurities that we didn't even realize we had until somebody else decided to bring it to our attention. And the only reason why they do that is because of their own insecurities. You can see how this can create a domino effect within the whole entire society and keep us segregating and separated from each other. I'm going on a tangent now. So I think I'll end and I'll come back. Okay. Love you.